Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my weekly reading from May 13th through the 19th. And this is the week of the full moon in Scorpio, and it is also a blue moon. I feel blue moons are very magical. Maybe because you always hear people say only once in a blue moon, but I definitely feel magical energy with this moon. And yeah, so we're going to see what's coming. I'm going to use the Healing with the Fairies. Fairies are very magical and in regards to magic and manifestation. So we're going to see what comes for us this week with this deck, and I'm focusing on everyone and the law of attraction with this moon. Or with this week. I keep saying moon. I need to do my full moon in Scorpio. I'm kind of interested to see what comes up. So the energy for us this week, and it is Trust Your Intuition, which is a High Priestess card. It is a card of the moon. You could, if you liken this card to tarot, it would be High Priestess for me. It would be the moon card. So definitely what's important for us is to follow our intuition. I feel like we're really going to be connecting to this full moon and the things that we're feeling through this full moon. Spirit is wanting you to trust that. Trust what you're getting. You may spend time in meditation this week or around this full moon, because remember, full moon energies are 3 days before, 3 days after. Really trust what you're getting. Trust the downloads. You can kind of see the energy floating around here. Trust the downloads that this full moon, you can see it here, is giving to you. And I feel like your abilities, I'm going to say abilities, are strengthening. Your intuition is strengthening. Perhaps your clairvoyance, your sense of clear knowing, claircognizance, what have you, is strengthening. So trust that. Don't fear it. Trust that. Go with it. You're going to have more of that intuitive understanding, more connection to that High Priestess within this week, which is beautiful. So what is challenging us this week? And it is to kick up your heels. And so we have the unicorn energy here. And it's kind of the energy that I said this full moon brings up for me. It's very magical. It's very mystical. It's the blue moon type of energy. So you're going to feel challenged, though, to kick up your heels, to, maybe go out and party or be around other people and celebrate. I feel like a sense of kind of going inward with the High Priestess, being quiet, being meditative, being more still through this time period. Not to say that we can't celebrate or we're not happy or we're not having a good time, but you're just going to be feeling more challenged this week and being in that energy. What's going to come more easily for us energetically this week, and it is kindness, which I love this because this card brings up different energies for me. And the rabbit, she's holding the rabbit, and oftentimes this card, and it's doing it here, I get that, like rabbits are really, I don't want to say fearful, but they have that like, oh my gosh, they run really quick from when they see somebody, and if you get a hold of one, their heart's pounding, they don't want to be held. So it's what's coming more easily is to quiet fears. You're quieting fears perhaps in other people, but you're quieting an inner fear over this week's time frame. And rabbits are even lunar. They're lunar animals, right? So I definitely feel that this full moon is really going to help quiet and calm an inner fear. And there's going to be a sense of compassion and kindness for something within yourself that has, been fear-based, or maybe like a shadow side of yourself or something that kind of just comes up within your own thought pattern that instills a sense of fear within you. And there's going to be a healing, there's going to be a quieting, a calming of that inner fear. Okay, it's not to say that kindness isn't going to come more easily from you or to you. That could also be it, but I'm feeling it as quieting and calming an inner fear that kind of comes up with compassion. It could be an inner child fear, right? So you're going to really be able to quell that and heal that this week more easily. This is coming more easily to you. Having more kindness and compassion for that part of yourself, or those thoughts that come up to kind of scare you, because in times, in darkness, in the dark, energies in the night, when something that you can't see as clearly, or you're not as awake or aware to, it can cause fears. If you feel like you don't have all the information, that can cause fear or anxiety. But it's talking about that, and it's going to be easier to heal that, or to have that inner compassion for that part of yourself or those thoughts. So something that is manifesting for us this week, and it is breaking free. And it can be breaking free of those inner patterns or those inner thoughts, or whatever this stood for that I was feeling was coming up here. So you're going to be able to get hold of it, you're going to be able to calm it, and it's going to help you break free of patterns and it's going to allow you to feel lighter and freer and more liberated. So that is what is heating up and manifesting for us this week. And if this is something that causes you to be stuck and not be able to move forward, you're going to be liberated and break free, and you're going to be able to move forward. So maybe there's a fear that comes up every time you're about to break through a barrier, and it keeps you in place because of that fear. Well, you're going to, be able to heal that and to be, more compassionate. To, like, when you're not compassionate or you're not acknowledging that part of yourself, it can remain and it can just keep persisting until it's addressed. So I feel like that's going to be addressed, and it's going to be able to allow you to break free and to go beyond a barrier that has kind of kept you stuck in whatever area. This, for some, can be relationships. This can be self-development. This can be within your spirituality. This can be like in a job situation or in groups of people, socializing, social fears. It could be anything, but it has kept you in place, and it has served its purpose, but now it's time to kind of to heal that. So what is promised to us this week energetically? And it is problem resolved. And it's definitely going along with what I said. There is an issue here, an unresolved pattern, fear-based energy within ourselves. And it's going to be a problem resolved. And we see the snake, she's got it entwined around her. It's green, and it represents rebirth. It represents healing energy as well. And I love seeing that. And there is a metamorphosis type of energy with the butterfly wings, and there is a total change and healing taking place. So maybe there's even been a fear of being a healer, and in that moment, something within you comes up, and something fearful comes over you, and you are able to break free of that and overcome that and transition over that, and really step out and be that healer. Because I see this with this snake wrapped around her. I see healer coming through, and her transitioning into that role as a healer. So for some, this is a healing practice or a healing ability that you've had some inner fears of stepping out within. So for some, it's going to be that. For others, it could be any of the other things I mentioned, but it's going to resolve that problem that has kind of kept you from overcoming that barrier and moving forward. So I love how this week's reading came out, and happy blue moon, happy full moon in Scorpio. I will be back, fingers crossed, to do a full moon in Scorpio reading soon, before the 18th, hopefully tomorrow. Angel blessings to everyone, oceans of love.